Hello, everybody, and this is Dave again, and we are on episode 2 of Surazal Land, my multiplayer server world. And looks like we got somebody on there already. Hmm. This was not where I intended to start, but this is a good spot as any. Aha. Hello. And let's see. Where are we at for... sun's going down. Alright. That's okay. And over here, in fact, surrounding us is my home away from home. The previous episode was at home base at spawn, which was, well, what wasn't not exactly 0, but close enough. Hit F3 here, and as you can see it here a little better. X equals negative 2200, Z equals negative 2000. So this is 2000, roughly a little over 2,000 blocks in both the X and the Z directions. Oops, no, I did not want to take a screenshot. I have so many screenshots of me staring at the ground or up at the sky or at a wall or something like that because I keep hitting F2 and I mean to hit F3. Okay, so let's see here. This, nothing a whole lot over here. It's just kind of like my little experimental place. This I originally intended, and I love that cake. I originally intended this to be a. This is going to be a sheep farm, and it was going to be. Oh, I thought that was a leg there for a sec. It was going to be 16 levels tall. Each level was going to have a bunch of different colored sheep. So if I wanted a bunch of teal wool, I would just go to the teal level and get the shears out, and that would be where I'd get all my wool from. That never happened. I got up to 2 levels, and while I'm pretty proud of what I've done here, I ultimately decided after the 2nd level that this was a major pain in the keister. So I ultimately decided not to do that anymore. Here are the cows. So you can kind of see, like up there, I got some redstone lamps. There's some switches on top of them to make them glow. And on the top floor, I got some cows, and at the bottom floor, I got some pigs. Handy source of food, and that, yeah, I was about to say that's got to be some leg issue or something like that. Goes around. I got to kind of clear this area around a little bit because I wonder if Kwame is gonna want to go to sleep here. My nether gate. Here is a pumpkin farm that's in the making. I'm still trying to figure out how best to do this. My original intention was to have pistons that went around in a spiral, and the water would flow downward. The pistons push the dirt up, the water would flow downward, carry all the pumpkins down to my waiting person at the bottom here. And then, hi cow. uh, but there were difficulties, like the water flow is 7, the number of redstone that you can lay down for, you need a repeater plate to roll into this, and so it's going to probably be a zigzaggy thing, so I'll have like 3 or 4 rows going down like this, and I really just want, like, all I'm asking for is like a stack of a stack of pumpkins every time every time I want a batch. So that's kind of the idea with that guy. Functionally, this does work. I had to take it apart somewhat because I'm going to add another layer on top of that, and then add another layer on top of that, and just have the water cascade down, carrying my pumpkin booty down to me. And I'm gonna risk the wrath of the creepers here. Why do the cows insist on climbing on top of that? That's so strange. Eventually there will be no way for them to climb up there. That's kind of funny. But my caterpillar farm. I did a post on Reddit with this guy. Close that guy up to keep the zombies out. The caterpillar farm was designed for, I kind of took part of the design from somebody else on Reddit. The idea is pretty simple. I don't have a ladder up here, do I? No, I don't. That's okay. But there's some pistons up there that keep the water from flowing downward as the crops grow. And the layout is, come on, alright, there we go. Layout is about as simple as you can get. I have a not switch here. And the reason being is two reasons. One, if this ever gets cut off, which frequently happened when I was building this, because I got water sources up here to keep the soil hydrated, and I would occasionally knock the wrong block off, and oops, there go my redstone, and oops, that would activate the switch, and oops, all my crops got ruined. So having this, this not switch was nice, because if this ever got broken, this was still active. It's just a, open this up a little bit here. So yeah, it's just a very straightforward not gate, and when this powers on, this deactivates this redstone torch, and then that turns that off. So that's how that works. Oh, that's right. I made too many slabs, so I just ended up building most of this out of just a bunch of slabs stacked on top of each other. I did slabs for most of this because, for one thing, that saves materials, especially if you only need, like, a floor. You don't need the full block for a floor. Bring up here. Right now, we should be growing some carrots. They're not fully grown. One of the players on my server came through, saw some carrots. He said, "Oh, carrots!" and grabbed some. Oh no, he was looking at this farm, and he hit the switch without realizing what it did, and it ended up harvesting all the carrots that I was growing previously. So he replanted them, so that was nice of him. But I haven't been here in a while, so they haven't had a chance to grow because the chunk hasn't been loaded in a while. But I caterpillar farm, and let's take a look at the pistons back here. You can see the pistons, sort of. The glass in the way kind of obscures it a little bit. But those are the pistons. That's the block that is holding back the water, and when the block goes down, the water goes down, uproots all these plants, and that's how it works. Now, I kind of have to be a little careful in this area because it'll go down here really quick. Really easy to trample dirt. I should probably have, like, dispensers or something like that filled with hose, so if I ever trample anything by accident. But alright. Yep. I did have half slabs up here, so I figured, hey, I'll just have half slabs so I don't have to jump up and down on that. Problem is the water that flows, they will flow over the half slab, but any items that the water's carrying with will get stuck on the half slab because the item on the half slab isn't sitting where the water's sitting. The water doesn't go all the way down onto the half slab itself. So, and here's the back. And not that I have any real reason to, but I can always do maintenance back here if I so choose. Then I can come back out here. Look at the pretty view. It's pretty nice, isn't it? I don't know where the cake came from. I think one of the players on my server decided to leave me some cake. That's kind of sweet. Must have been my brother. Now, my brother just recently joined the server. He used to play Minecraft quite a bit, and then he stopped playing in around 1.2.5 because he didn't play a lot of multiplayer. He played single player a lot, and that's fun. But it kind of loses, there's only so much Minecraft you can play before you get kind of bored with it. It's just blocks. Punch pigs, punch trees, put blocks down. And I can kind of see how that would kind of lose its appeal after a while, which is why I pretty much play exclusively multiplayer these days. And I better kind of get back in here because I wanted to show what this looked like anyways. I got kind of bored too, so I decided to start playing multiplayer Minecraft, which was kind of fun, but I ran into a problem that I think a lot of people run into when they start playing multiplayer is when you go on a public server that doesn't have like a whitelist or anything like that, yeah. It's an experience, let's put it that way. Probably the average age on those servers of the players are like 12-year-old boys who like to say penis a lot, so I just don't find a lot of enjoyment going onto those servers. I mean, it's kind of fun to see what people have built and all that, but usually with those public servers, they're already so overdeveloped that there's really no point in joining it or playing further because it's already been pretty much developed to the point of, what's the point of working on it further? And I suppose you could always like find some remote spot and build on your own anyways, but that kind of defeats the purpose of joining a server in the first place because if you're just going to find a remote spot, you're effectively playing single player with a bunch of potty mouth kids on going through your chat feed. Not a lot of incentive. So I thought to myself, well, I'll start my own server, and I did have a public IP address that was an honest to god public IP address that was given through a hosting service and all that, and I had that for about a year, and I lost access to that, so I no longer had that public IP address. So I still have the old server worlds that used to that for the server that used to sit on that IP address, but I don't play those anymore because what I wanted to do about 6 months later is I wanted to start fresh. 1.4 just came out. I had this server that was my old Mac Pro that I reformatted the hard drive after backing everything up, of course. And then it's an Intel based, and it was a pretty decent computer when I got it. So it's got a dual core, 2 point something megahertz CPU with a few other items on it. It's okay. It works. And I installed Linux on it, and I wanted to put a Minecraft server on there. It has 2 gigabytes of memory, so just enough memory to run a decent sized Minecraft server. And put it on my cable modem's IP address, which I will not be broadcasting here for obvious reasons. But I go through my cable provider, and their IP address, even though I don't have a static IP address through them, it hasn't changed in the past year. So I kind of take advantage of that a little bit. So that's kind of handy. But I'm starving to death. Now, around here, I don't have a whole lot more to show. Oh, this is my cozy cabin, by the way. I, again, stole the design from where else Reddit. It's very efficient. It's got the bed, got the ender chest with wool. I got lots and lots of wool. I'm planning on bringing that to my next construction project, which I will be showing you. And these are just some storage items that I have lying around. I should probably bring some of these to my construction site too, but I think I got plenty over there already. So, yeah, it's a very efficient design. I stole it. I like it. Oops. Stay closed, darn you. Oh yeah, these are. I should probably move these. These are my. Look at all those baked potatoes I got. I keep, newer players, I give them like a stack or 2 of baked potatoes. They're like, oh, thank you. I got like 2 double chests full of these things. Here, have more. Have 5 stacks. All right, so it's daylight out. Let's go over to the spot where it's going to be my new construction site. Downloading train. Did that just say the chopper? Oh, that's my axe. Where did that come from? Then I forgot that I named my axe. I can't believe I forgot that. That's hilarious. Oh, wait, it's over here. That's my rail cart system, by the way. That's how I get back and forth. I love the cow. No, don't go there, cow. You're gonna glitch out of there. Yeah. It's a nice little glitchy thing. Before I jump into there, just kind of jump over here. Sometimes there's gas that fly through here, and they kind of go. I say, hi, ghast. Alright, let's go into here. Okay. Get out of there before we get seasick. This spot. Now, my base is a little bit over that way. In fact, it's not too far. I could easily run a rail line over in that direction if I so chose, but I figured having a shortcut in the nether for the time being was much more expedient, so I didn't have to use up all my iron on rails and stuff like that. Around here we got a pretty sweet cave system here. This does go down quite a ways too. There is a ravine somewhere around here that this intersects with. Long story short, I'm gonna have fun with this area. I'm just gonna play around. I'm gonna take out the walls of these caves and replace them with something like wool or wood or anything that I'm gonna just play around with it. Nether brick. Yeah, I'm gonna do nether brick in there. Sandstone, you name it. And let me just kind of go and show here. Just see, I got plenty of stone, wood of all types, that stuff, an extra anvil. Reminds me, I gotta make another anvil, and I got more wool here while I'm here before I forget. Otherwise, I'm gonna go somewhere else, so I'm gonna need some room in my ender chest, and it's gonna be full of wool, and I'll be like, oh, what was I thinking? I should have emptied it out when I had the chance. I got a spot in the end now to my Ender XP farm. There we go. I like that. I should probably grab more sandstone from my home base. I got like a double chest full of it. So alright. I haven't built here yet, but I thought I'd show it to you before I did. That's the introduction to the almost virgin. You scared me. The virgin territory before I defile it with my buildings, because it'll never look the same again after I'm done with it. It's pretty sweet. And okay, how much time do we got left? Not a whole lot. I'm gonna run over this way just to kind of show you something. Say hello to the cows. Will I run across any creepers? I knew there was a few creepers kind of roaming around here. Hopefully they despawned. See, there's a few sheep lying around there. Oh, here's a big old ravine. Not a very exciting ravine. They can kind of peek over a little bit and make sure there aren't any creepers that are going to push me over. You've been creepered. Oh, you've been dropped to the ground. So, yeah, that's the ravine. That's it. It goes a little bit under the ground over there, but... Alright, now, which direction was I facing? Oh, it's this way. Alright. I have a tendency to lose my way quite a bit. Over here is the ocean. Now, I mentioned in my last video that this is a large biomes map, which means the continents are huge. That is not a creeper hole, by the way. It looks like one, but it's not. So the continents are huge, the oceans are huge, everything is huge, all the biomes and everything like that. And here is a little bay, it kind of closes off a little bit, and you can barely see it, but it's kind of rendering right now. But this little baylet here does close off over there, and then this opens up to a much larger bay. It's an ocean-sized bay that goes around in all directions. It kind of closes off, and then there's another close-off point where the giant bay closes off, and then it goes up to the wider ocean. And there is a mushroom biome kind of over in that direction. I'm not going to go there anytime soon because I'm saving that for later for a very specific reason. Namely, 1.5 is going to be coming out, and I want a spot in the nether that hasn't been explored yet, so that the chunks, then we do render the chunks when we go to the nether, they will have the new quartz ore in them. Yeah, I better hit its doors. If it thunders, it's going to be a problem. Don't want to be struck by lightning. That would kind of suck. I heard that pigs, if they're struck by lightning, become zombie pigmen. So this is my spot. That's the construction site, so that's where the other nether gate opens up. Alright, so here you have it. I have some plans with this area. I'm going to make a path going from here to here. That'll be my harbor. Make another path that goes from there to there. That'll be my my home base. I have plans for this general area. This is going to be pretty cool. There's a couple of over in that direction. There are 2 villages, and there are more villages kind of all around us here too. This Plains biome is big. It's one of the bigger biomes in the area. So there's probably, I think, around 8 villages in the area that are in the plains biome itself, and there's like a desert biome around here too. So there's even more villages in there. I kind of eventually want to take a NPC village and turn it into like a metropolis, a non-player character metropolis. And I've always wanted to do that. It's just one of those projects that I had in the back of my head, have not yet implemented yet. Okay, so, well, we're already past 20 minutes. I wanted to keep this down to like a 15-20 minute video, and we're past 20 already, so I better close this off for now. I just wanted to kind of introduce the home away from home. This only way that I know of to get from between here and back home again is via nether rail. That's why I have the nether gate there to get between here and there. And eventually I'm going to expand this. This is going to be like a hub of sorts to expand to further even more remote areas. I haven't made any plans as to what kind of spots that I want to go to yet, but I had a rough idea where I want to go. So, well, this is it. I thank you for watching, guys, and you have yourself a great day. Thanks a lot. Bye.